Hello and welcome to Board Game TV. It's Shadow Sunday and we are playing Shadows of Brimstone. And this is our final mission in the canyons for the time being. We're using our federal group and we're going to be playing against the Sand Kraken. We haven't played against him yet. Now this is supposed to be in the mines. However, we're going to substitute this and play this in the canyons. And of course, you know, ghost warriors could show up. So let's see what happens here. It says there's something alive under that mountain, something ancient and terrible, and it's hungry. I seen it once, saw deep in its soulless eyes as it was tearing apart the stables and devouring the livestock. Never been the same since. Now, from what I understand, I have not played against the Sand Kraken. He's a pretty formidable foe. Yo, he even comes with his own little tokens. So what? Before we get in his powers, we'll get in his powers when we go against him, but he comes with these tokens, and you're supposed to split these up. There's 5 bite, 3 entangle, 2 spit acid, and 2 smash tokens. And then he has some elite tokens, but unless you're using an elite ability, you don't put them in there. You're supposed to make a cup, but that way I just mixed them up and stacked them like that. And then, of course, when he comes into play and we attack or anything, well, I guess we'll draw those little tokens and see what happens. Now, like I said, this is supposed to be the mines, but we're going to use the canyons for this. You take all exploration tokens and you take out any 3 that you want that do not have clue icons on them, so you're only supposed to have 9 tokens. Okay. And then we have to search to find the tokens. Whenever an exploration token is revealed that does not have a clue icon, it is immediately triggers the Mind Depth event 5, Terrifying Shriek, even while in the other world. Okay, so we will be using that. We won't be using the Canyons Mind Depth chart thing for it. We're going to be using that Terrifying Shriek because that's what it says to do. So even while in another world. So there you go. Anytime a clue is discovered, the heroes must immediately roll the peril die and add 1 for each clue that has been discovered this adventure. If the total is 6 or less, a random hero gets a brief glimpse into the Sand Kraken's eye, glimmering in the dark ahead. That hero takes possession of the Lost in the Abyss token. And we have that token. This is it right here, the Lost in the Abyss token. Okay, let me put that right there. Okay. If the roll is 7 or higher, the heroes have found the Sand Kraken as an objective room. Okay? When your hero has the Lost to the Abyss token, at the start of each turn he takes horror hits equal to his hero level and may recover 1 grit on the D roll of 5+. The token is removed at the end of the adventure if KO'd or another hero takes possession. Alright, when the Sand Kraken objective room is found, ignore any attacks or encounters. Okay, also ignore any blah blah blah. Reveal all Enduring Dread cards, and then we face him. Once he has been defeated, we will win. So that's it. It's basically straightforward, except the Sand Kraken has a few special things here. So let's have a look at the Sand Kraken. So he has, as you can see, he's a big poster here. 4 melee, move 10, combat 4. D6, roll at the start of each turn. That's his initiative. And he has this area thing, as you can see. So, there that goes. Alright, he has 20 health, plus 10 per hero. So he's going to have 50. In defense of 4. A hero starting their activation on the same or adjacent map tile takes 3 horror hits. The enemy cannot take more than 3 wounds from a single hit. Critical hits only reduce the Sand Kraken's defense to 2. When attacking, targets all heroes in the Sand Kraken's attack area, shown in red on the diagram above, using its full combat against each target. Heroes in the attack area are always considered to be adjacent. Changes targets each turn on a D6 roll of 4+ and always moves through other models. Any hero in either of the 2 eye spaces shown in purple on the diagram above may target the eye with their attacks. before rolling, ignoring the Sand Kraken's defense. While targeting the eye, for each 2-hit roll that misses, the hero sees a glimpse into the abyss, taking d6 sanity damage, ignoring willpower. For each hit done to a hero, draw a random Kraken token marker to determine the effect, unless noted otherwise. Hero gets defense to prevent the effect. Peril, bite is peril, dice damage. Smash ignores defense, d6 damage. Spit acid, d8 damage. Ignore any armor, then roll a d6 for each armor item equipped, discarded on a roll of 1. And entangle ignores defense, no damage. Stays on hero until they move away. While entangle, the hero's -1 defense rolls, and further entangle hits do 2d6 damage, ignoring defense. So there we go. He's a lot to put up with, and we'll probably gloss over that again when we start again. Okay, so let me set up a few little other things, and we'll get ready to go. Alright, so let's get going. First thing we do is we roll for darkness, and we make it. And let's go ahead and get going here. Alright, so our Indian, he's going to roll 2. I think he has a, he has +1 move. So he gets to actually go 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Alright, Marshall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move him. Let's do the deck here. We have Canyon Waterfall. Which is this one here. So I guess it'll go like this. Five, 6, put them there. Let's go ahead and put the exploration token down on here. Let's move our depth track. Let's roll for our preacher. He only moves 2, so there we go. So let's see what we got on here. We have 2 encounters. We're only going to have 1 doorway. So doorway will be 1, which is, I guess, straight ahead. So block that up there. Alright, so we have 2 encounters. So we're going to do, this one does have a special encounter, and it has a riverbed massacre. So let's do that one first. The banks of the river here are littered with bodies and ransacked goods. It looks like these people got ambushed from the cliffs and never saw it coming until it was too late. With that in mind, you look up to the cliffs above, suddenly feeling as if you were now being stalked. Okay, lore 5+. Each 5+ rolled, you may draw a loot card. If more than half the heroes failed, you have taken too long and fallen into a ambush trap. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our lore. Our Indian, he has a lore of 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. And I didn't make not a 1. Okay. You know, I'm not going to spin a grit on that. Well, yeah, okay, I will. I'll spin a grit. No, okay, well, that didn't help. Alright. So that was just bad. Okay, well, it's up to these guys now. Okay, he has a lore of 1. That's not good. 2 lore. Okay, he got a 6, so he does get a loot. And it's D3 Darkstone. He's going to get 3 Darkstone, 20 experience points. Okay, so we need this guy to pass so we don't get ambushed. He has a lore of 5. Our last guy had a lore of 5. That didn't help out, did it? But he does pass, so he got a 6 there, so he's going to get draw an artifact card if in another world. Okay, well, we're going to do that. We're getting 20 experience and an artifact. Let's see what he finds here. Dead Man's Canteen. Place 6 sanity markers here. You may transfer sanity damage here from here to yourself at any time to heal 2 wounds. At the start of adventure, refill the sanity markers here. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Okay, well, I'll do that. Alright, now second encounter. We have a regular old counter. Desert howling. A chilling howl echoes out across the canyon valley. Moments later, a group of howls respond from the other side of the gulch. Spirit 5, successful gain 20. Wow, this thing is a beast. Then, while this card is in play, I see if I gotta get rid of that. Can I get rid of that? Redraw. Okay, once per venture, you may discard and redraw an encounter card. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of that because I can't have that. He's already a beast. We don't need him +1 combat. Okay, well, we're not doing that one. That's the mine entrance here. Alright. Known for its darkened state, allowing outlaws and fiends to move unnoticed, a wrestler's moon sits low on the horizon. All outlaws, enemies, and heroes with 3 or more corruption points are +1 initiative and +2 move. Okay. Well, I don't... Okay. It remains in play. Alright, now we also have to do this. We have to do our Terrifying Shriek because this was not a clue. So let's go ahead and do that. And as each hero in the mines immediately takes D6 horror hits. So let's do this. So the Indian's going to take 2 horror hits. He passes 1. The Marshal's going to take 3 horror hits. He passes 1. And the Preacher, he's going to take 3 horror hits. He passes all of them. Okay, well, that's the end of that turn. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Double 6s, look at that. Okay, well, let's see. I think I'm going to give everybody each recover 1 grit. I think that's the smart play. And we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, next turn. 4. Let's do our Indian. He's going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, the Marshal. He rolls a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. And let's see what we have. We have the Overgrown Valley. This is it. Right here. So let's see. It's going to go like this. Okay, it goes like this. Let's go ahead and put our exploration token down on the board. And let's move our thing up here. And the Preacher is falling behind 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's see what we're going to get here. We have a clue, alright, and we have 2 encounters. This one does have its own encounter, and we only have 1 exit, so let's see. Okay, so up here is going to be the exit. Okay. Now we can roll the peril die. We get a +1. So let's see what's going to happen. What, is it for each clue found, or is it for each clue? Yeah. Anytime a clue that must immediately roll and add 1 each for clue has been discovered. Alright, so 1 clue has been discovered. Okay, well that's 5. 6 or less. Alright, so a random hero is going to get the Sand Kraken's Lost in the Abyss token. So let's see who's going to get that. That will be the Indian. He's going to get the Lost in the Abyss token. So let's put that on him. Excuse me. Alright, remember we had to do a start of the turn effect for that. But for now, let's go ahead and do our counters. And we're going to have a man-eating cactus. Let me find that one. Go. Okay. Long vines and thorn tendrils exist across the canyon floor, and walls here are all emanating from a massive brightly colored cactus at the center of the valley. Flowers bloom on its surface and vines, but you step closer. The blades of the cactus core begin to quiver as you swear the vines around your feet just moved. Anytime a hero enters a space on this map, it must make a escape 3 test. If successful, you may keep moving. If failed, your move ends and you immediately take d6 hits as the man-eating cactus tears at you, attempting to drag you into its spiny maw. Well, that is just horrible. And there's no way around it. I've already done my thing. That lets me get rid. Oh, I do have that. Let's see. Win on tide, recovers good. Crit Bow Scout once per venture. Redraw a map tile. Well, shoot. Too late. Alright, so let's do another encounter. Heavy rain. A heavy rain begins to pour down all around you, soaking your clothes and pummeling the cracked earth with large drops. Lightning flashes across the sky, and half a second later, booming thunder rolls through the heavens. All models in the canyons are -1 move, have their range attacks reduced to a max range of 4. Whenever a depth event rolled while holding it back, darkness rolls a d6. On a roll of 5+, discard this card. Wow. Okay, well, let's go ahead and roll for the darkness. And we failed. So let's go ahead and do that. Move that one. And we just have had some bad luck here. Alright, let's go ahead and go. It's the Indian. He rolls 2, so he's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll move him there. Well, and let's do his thing now real quick, since he has the Lost in the Abyss token. And it says here, at the start of each turn he takes horror hits equal to his hero level. Well, he's 3. And he takes 2 horror hits. And he can try to recover a grit. And he does. On a roll of 5+. Okay. So let's do the Marshal. He rolls a 3. Alright. Alright. 1. And he failed. I'm going to re-roll that with a grit. Okay, I passed that one. Oh, sorry, 2. That was a 3+. 3. Alright. And the Preacher lowly back here. Okay, well, this is just going real bad. Alright, let's go ahead and roll for darkness. 6. I failed on that one. So let's see what darkness card we have here. Alright, Hungry Dead. Okay, well, we're not doing that, so we'll just go ahead and do a different one. Anytime a hero recovers 1 or more grit, they also take 1 corruption hit. Okay. Wow. Alright, so let's go ahead and go. The Indian, he's going to take 3 horror hits. And he fails 1. And he doesn't recover a grit. So it's his turn. He rolls 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's re-roll that. Okay. 4. Okay, well, I can re-roll that one as well. Alright. 5. Okay, the Marshal. Oh, he can only roll a 1. He's going to recover a grit. And he has to do his corruption point. 1 corruption hit. Let's see if he passes that. Yes, he does. Okay. So he can only move 1. So let's see if he can escape. Yes. So he goes there. And the Preacher, way behind. Finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little bit better. And there we go. Well, actually, they're -1 move. He would have moved 1. He would have moved 1. He would have moved 1. Okay. Let's roll for darkness. And again, we fail the darkness roll. Okay. See our Indian here. Takes 3 horror hits. And he fails 1. Okay. And it's his turn. Let's roll for his movement. Okay, 5. So we're going to go 1. Okay. 2. Okay. And then that will be the end of that. And we have a Rocky Gulch, which is this here. Let's move some stuff a little bit here. Alright. Put an exploration token. Let's move this up 1. And he's just going to go there because he's -1 movement. Alright. Now the Marshal. Let's roll for him. He rolls a 3. So he's going to go 2. Let's see if he can escape that tile. Yes. 1. And then the last one. No, we'll spin a grit. Okay, it's fine. 2. Okay, the Preacher. He only rolls 2. That's terrible. So he's there. And let's see what our exploration token brings about. And we have an attack and we have another clue. Okay. Now, first of all, let's see. We're going to gain +2. 4 + 2 is 6. Now it says 6 or less. Okay, yeah. Alright, so a random hero will now gain the Lost in the Abyss token. And this time it is the Marshal who has it. Okay. And we only have, I believe, we have 2 doorways out of here. So 1 will not be an exit. And it's going to be number 3. And we're going to have us a ambush attack from our Ghost Warriors here. So let's see how many Ghost Warriors we're going to get. We're going to get 4. So let's put 1 here. 1 here. 1 here. And who will this one attack? The Indian. Okay, we'll put 1 there. Alright, so we're going to have us a battle here. Wow. Of course, they do get first. Remember now, we in the canyons, they're going to get +1 defense. And if you didn't see my last episode, the Ghost Warriors have 7 initiative. They are +2 combat on the first turn of an ambush. They are immune to critical hits, and hero range attacks will only hit them on 5+. They move through other models and are +2 damage on all hits from or against heroes with Spirit 3 or higher. Okay, he has a Spirit 3 or higher. He has a Spirit 3 or higher. And he has a Spirit 3 or higher. So, okay, that's going to be applying to everybody equally. So let's go ahead and go. We're going to have the Indian. He's getting attacked first. And so let's go ahead and... well, we have to roll for darkness. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we failed that one. So we're not doing too well. Alright, we have, whenever a hero uses grit, add a marker here. Anytime their markers are equal, add a growing dread card to the stack. That is not a good card. There's nothing we can do about that. Or nothing I choose to do. So let's go ahead and have our first round of attacks here with the Ghost Warriors. So the Indians get attacked first. They have 2 combat, but remember they are +2 combat on the first turn of an ambush. Ow, so let's see what's going to happen. Let's see here. Alright, they need a 4 higher. It's 3 hits. Let's see if I can block any of these. Okay, it looks like I couldn't block a damn one of them. So I'm getting Yeah, I'm getting popped here. Okay, so, wow. 3 hits. And this is the problem with the Ghost Warriors. +2 damage. So they do 5 damage. 15. I have no grit. I cannot re-roll. So 15 damage is done to the Indian. And he took a wallop just from the one attack. And then now comes the second attack. Okay, 2 hits. Okay, he blocked one, he cannot block the other, and so he is down. And we will need to do a revive token. We're going to spin our first one come his turn. Okay, the Marshal is getting attacked. And he got 3 hits. And the Marshal blocks 1. Let's see if he can block. I'm going to spin a grit. No, he does not. So 2 hits, he's going to take 10 damage. And the Preacher now got hit twice. And he blocks 1. Actually, he doesn't block any. I'm sorry. And he's going to take 10 damage. Wow. So it's a rough start to our heroes here. And now it will be their turn. Now we're going to spin our revive token. And we of course will heal our Indian. So let's go ahead and do that. And we only have 1 more revive token left. And now he will attack. Now, we're going to do some combat against him. We have our combat axe. And, yeah. I may use that 1 grit, because that will give me 2 combat. I may use that. I will. So I'm going to spin that grit, and I'm going to gain 4 combat. Okay, well, I only hit on 2. Okay, that's not that bad. So, first thing is, since my spirit is that, so that's 8, and then +1 is 9 damage. Okay, now their defense is 4 on the first turn, so that is 5 damage. And then, with this one right here, I will get 1 damage because the spirit actually get 2, but that is enough to kill at least 1 of the Ghost Warriors. So we're taking 1 of these Ghost Warriors out. Okay. Next up is the Marshal. And we use a D8, and I don't like those orange D8s. Yeah. Well, first of all, there's my 8, so that's good. But first of all, I have to do my Lost in the Abyss. So let's do that first. Okay, I have to take 2 sanity damage. Okay. Then let's roll for my movement. Okay. Now I got my 8. That's going to be a crit. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to spin my grit and re-roll that. Okay, that's a pure 8. So that's going to kill this one. Let me kill him. And now, because I killed him, I will get an extra shot. Oh, wait a minute. It's not. That's 4 and 8 is 4. He is not dead. I don't know what I was thinking. I do get an extra shot against him, though. Oh, that's right. It's a critical. It goes through their defense. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's do the second shot. That's another crit. Wow. That is beautiful. 4 damage. So it's 4 damage on him. And I'm going to use this amulet here. And that will be enough to kill that thing. Because it's going to be wasted on the Kraken I have an adventure, because it adds damage and you can only do so much to a single hit. So might as well use it when we're in a bad situation. So he kills that one. So now it's the Preacher's turn. The Preacher has a combat here. Let's roll for his movement. Okay. Well, I did get 1 crit. I spent a grit, and let's see if I can re-roll. Or I can re-roll. Let's see if I can do better. That is going to fail. So, yeah. But it's a critical hit. Okay. And let's go ahead and see how much damage I did. 1. Well, let's just re-roll that with my other grit. Jesus, come on. Alright, so I do 1 damage to the guy. Alright, that is the end of that round. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. And we failed that one. Man, where are we even going to make it to the Kraken? Okay. Well, we know the Ghost Warrior, he's going to leave and attack somebody else. And he will attack the Indian. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. They have a move of 10, so I don't have to worry about that. And he will attack. Now, they only get 2 combat now. Oh, that's right, my spirit. So he takes 3 damage. I'm sorry, I shorted that. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. 2 hits. Can we ignore? We ignore both. And now the Indian will go, and he will attack. He has 2 combat. Oh, well, first of all, a roll for movement. No, okay. And then he totally whiffed on those things. So now it's the Marshal, and we have to do his horror hits. And he fails 2. Okay. But the Marshal will roll for movement now. Alright, he gets a grit. We'll back him up 1. Oh, man. And a good thing I got that grit. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Anytime I kill an enemy, I kill 2 enemies. So, I could have healed 1 wound and 1 sanity. So let me do that. Okay. Okay, and that's the end. He didn't get to go. He didn't hit. I rolled terrible. It's the Preacher's turn. Alright, that's his movement. So we're going to go 1. Failed. Jesus, this is... I don't have a grit. So my move immediately ends, and I have to take D6 hits, and I only take 1 hit, and I don't block it though. And that's the end of the turn. Let's roll for darkness. Okay, that's better. We made that one. And let us see who he's going to attack. Alright, he's going to come back and attack the preacher. He hits on one. And we don't block it. So we're going to take 3 damage. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Let's roll for the Indian's movement. Alright. He's going to stay where he's at. And... yeah. I think that's... I think nothing else I can do. The Marshal, however, will roll for movement. 5. And I think I'll move him back up 1. And his gun is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to take a shot at this guy. Although we have to do our horror hits. Alright. So 2 more sanity damage on him. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. That's a 1. Nope. That's it. So I'm rolling horrible now. I don't know what the hell's going on. The preacher's going to go. Well, I got 2 hits. Oh yeah, let me roll for movement. Okay. And okay, that's enough. Going to be enough to kill him. So that is it. Woof. That was horrible. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's catch our breath. Alright, he'll heal 2, and I'll heal him 2 there. And then the preacher, he'll heal 3. And I'm going to use my ancient coin, and I'm just going to fully heal. Ah, man. Alright, now we're going to draw some loot. Alright, let's see here. Gold nuggets. $200. Okay. Some cash. The preacher, some darkstone. Wow. Okay. So that was really bad. We're going to have to start healing. But I think that's going to be the end of the turn. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness real quick. And then figure out what we're going to do. Alright, we got an 8. We got a 6. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on now. Whenever a depth event. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not a depth event. Alright. So, okay. Well, that's it. So our heroes are going to go. Let me see what I'm thinking about doing with these guys here. Okay, so we already rolled for darkness. Let's go ahead and just start doing our movement here. And it's our Indian. He rolls a 4. He's going to be 3, but then he'll get 4 again. I guess we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have a new tile here. Jagged cliffs. This one. Let's see, it goes like this. Alright, so I'm going to have to take some stuff off of here. I'll keep wrestlers moving up there. And we'll put that there, that's fine. And we'll take these off the board. And you see the dead bodies there on that canyon thing. That's pretty good. Okay. The Marshal. Well, let's move this here. He passes all but 1, so he's going to take 1 sanity damage. There's a loss in the abyss. Let's roll for his movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. He will stay there as well. Let's put an exploration token on the board here. Now the preacher's got to go. He rolls a 6, which is good. So let's go 1. Oh, he failed again. Oh, I spin a grit and re-roll that. Okay. 2, 3, 4. He's got to stop and I don't have any more grit. So, and he takes D6 hits. And he's going to take 2 hits. And he blocks 1. So I'm going to take 1 damage. Okay. Alright, let's see what this exploration token is. And here we have another clue. And we have a growing dread and an encounter. Okay, first thing let's do is put a growing dread card in the stack. Now we are, what, +3? Yeah. So let's see what we get. Okay, so it looks like I rolled a 6. It looks like we're going to have us a freaking epic showdown here. So let's get this thing set up. And let's reveal the growing dread card. All heroes are -1 initiative in the first turn of the next fight. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright, let's put the Kraken here. My little paint job Kraken. As you can see, we'll put him there. Okay, we won't have the encounter, but that's fine. Let's see, -1. We'll keep that out. I can probably move this tile, so let's go ahead. I do have to roll more time, but that's fine. Let's bring this closer to us here. Alright, so we got to roll for his initiative. First thing we have to do is roll for darkness. We got an 8. We passed. Okay. So, let's go ahead and roll for his initiative. See what's going to happen. 1. Well, he has initiative 1. Okay, well that's good for us. That's good for us. So we're going to get some attacks here. So, let's go ahead and start. Now, first things first, any hero starting their activation automatically takes 3 horror hits. Well, the Indian's going to take 3 horror hits. Okay, well, he's going to take 2 horror hits, 2 sanity damage. Then, what I think I'm going to do is okay. I think I might roll some dynamite. Do that. I got the dynamite. I think let's go ahead and do that. And let's roll to see. Let's roll for movement first. I get a 1, I get a grit. Okay. Now it says at the start of any fight, every hero may recover a grit on a 4+. So let's try that. So the Indian, he can't. Marshall, he can't. Preacher, he can't. Okay, somebody's recovering a grit that way. But let's roll for the dynamite. Alright, 4. I'm going to get him right there. So, boom. Okay, now he's going to take, you know my stance on dynamite. I don't care what this thing says on wounds, it's going to take full brunt. And I'm going to spend a grit and re-roll that. Oh, God. Okay, well that's terrible. This thing's only taking 2 damage. Okay, that was just piss poor. Okay, it is his turn. First, he's got to take 3 horror hits. for the abyss. I can take the man-eating cactus off here. Okay, he passes all but one. Now he's got to take 3 horror hits. And he passes all of those. So now we're going to roll for movement. Oh shit, okay. Well, he's going to get a grit. Let's move him 1. And then he's got to roll for a corruption hit because of that card. And he failed. So he's going to take 1 corruption point. Okay, I'm going to discard the scroll here. And I'm going to not take that because corruption is going to hurt us in this. So that scroll of his cargo, well, alright, it's gone. Okay. Now I'm going to attack. And I see, no, I'm not going to do that just quite yet. I'm going to attack. Got an 8. That's a crit. Now, alright. We only reduce his defense to 2. I do 3. He can only take 3 hits. So that's going to be 3 damage. Just going to put that at 5. Okay, the preacher. He's got to do 3 horror hits. Okay, he fails 1. Now let's roll for his movement. 1. Okay, well that's at least going to get him off of here. He's going to get a grit. Let's see if he can do that, pass that escape. Well, no. So he cannot escape, so he's still stuck there because of this horrible rolling. I don't. I think we're going to lose this, to be honest with you. And I have to take 2d6. I mean d6 hits. So let's see how many hits I'm going to take. 3. Alright, I'm going to take 2 damage. Okay, well now the Sand Kraken's going to get to go. And let's look at this. It says, when attacking targets, all heroes in the Sand Kraken's attack area. So that's fine. So he's going to move up here. Now his eyes are there, and he can actually attack both the Indian and the Marshal, and that's what he's going to do. So let's do the first is the Indian. He has 4 combat. Alright, 3 hits. How many can we miss? We can evade all of those. Wow, that's pretty good. It's no damage to Indian. Alright. On the Marshal. Well, that is a whiff on the Kraken's part because he missed every single attack. So that was actually very lucky. About time we had a little bit of luck our way. Okay. Alright. Now, new round. 6. Okay, we miss this. And we have to reveal a Growing Dread card. Darkness moves 1 full step. The Bloodspatterer takes 1. It does not. So, alright, that's fine. Okay, let's roll for the Kraken's initiative. He rolls a 3. So we're still pretty good. Okay. I'm going to use Battle Scout. Every hero is going to get +1 initiative. 2 initiative, I'm sorry. And we'll recover 1 grit. So let's do that. And of course we have to do some corruption hits here. Okay, the Indian fails. But he has this ribbon which he will help him out. Get rid of that. He passes. Preacher passes. Okay. So there's that. So now that I've done Battle Scout, let's go ahead and do my horror checks. I passed 1, so I'm going to take 2 sanity damage. Okay. Now let's roll for my movement. Okay. And okay, so I'm going to do the marshal here. And we're going to use the marshal badge. And so we're going to do this. And then I'm going to spend another grit. And I'm going to get +2 combat. So I'm going to get 6 combat on this guy. So let's see what I can do with this. Okay, well, that's 3 hits. It's not the greatest, but okay. Okay, this isn't going through. This isn't going through. This, however, will go through. And I will do 3 damage to him. Okay. Alright. Next up is the marshal. Let's activate, do his horror hits. Alright, he fails 1. But I think what we're going to do, well, let's go ahead and do his loss in the abyss. Alright, he fails 1 more. Okay. He's going to drink his whiskey. He's going to heal 4 sanity from that. Okay. Then, let's roll for his movement. Okay. Now, he's going to get 3 shots. So let's hope these are good. 1. That's a crit. Okay. So that is a critical hit. Alright, he's going to do... I think he can only take 3 wounds. He's going to take 3 wounds from that. So, alright. So... Okay. Second shot. It's a big miss, but I will spin a grit. Okay, that's a hit. Okay, now that's 2 damage. Okay. And the third shot. Okay, that's a hit. Okay, I'm going to spin a grit and re-roll that. Okay, that's 2 more damage. Okay. Now the preacher's turn. Let's roll for his horror hits. He takes 1 sanity. Let's roll for his movement. He gets a 1, so he'll get a grit. And let's do his corruption hit. Okay, I'm going to re-roll. Okay, got it. And then, see if he can pass his escape test. He can't. I'm going to re-roll. Alright, God. So finally I'm off this stupid tile. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to smite. It's the only thing I can do. Is I'm going to try to smite him. That didn't come even close. Okay, well that's it. That's all I can do. And now the Kraken. I should have wasted that. Yeah. Okay, well that's it. I didn't do it. And it's the Kraken's turn. So let's see if he's going to move. He will not. So he's doing that. So he's just doing his attacks on both those guys. Start with the Indian. Any 2 hits. Can Indian block? he can block 1. So the Indian is going to get hit 1 time. Okay, let's see what he's going to grab. He's going to get a bite. Okay, and the bite is a peril die of damage. So he's going to take 3 damage. Not that bad. The Marshal got hit every time. Can he block any of these? Okay, I can block all these, and I will re-roll with my weathered hat. And he missed me every single time. So that's the end of that turn. Let's roll for darkness. 5. Okay, well, there we go. Move it there. All fanatic enemies. Okay, he is not a fanatic enemy. Let's roll for initiative for the Kraken. He has initiative of 5. The Indian still has a higher initiative, so he will go first. Let's do his horror hits. Oh, he failed all 3 of those. Okay, let's roll for his movement. Alright, he gets a grit. Okay, and let's see if he can beat that corruption hit. Yes, he can. Okay. Alright. So, let's go ahead and attack. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm going to use my grit to get extra 2 attacks. Okay, I got 3 hits. Let's see if I did any damage worth of shit. Okay, I did 2 and 1. So that is 3 damage. This guy, he does not have +1 initiative. I'm going to cancel this darkness card. I'm tired of taking these corruption hits. So we get rid of that. Okay. Okay. So the Kraken's going to go. Let's see if he moves. He does. So what's going to happen is he's going to change target. So who's he going to change? Well, he's going to attack the Marshal, so it's basically going to be the same. Because he was attacking the Indian. So the Marshal's there, so might as well just do the same thing. Alright, so he's going to roll. And he hits 3 times on the Marshal. The Marshal blocks all 3. Okay, the Indian is in the same area of effect. He only hits the Indian once. The Indian blocks it. Okay, now it is the Marshal's turn. Now the Marshal has to do his horror check. He fails 1. Let's do the Lost in the Abyss. Fails 2. And alright, let's roll for movement. Okay. Alright, well that's it. Okay, it's a 3. That's going to be a miss. I'm going to spin my last grit. And that's a miss. Okay. Now it's the Preacher's turn. Let's roll for his horror hits. Okay, he fails 1. Let's roll for his movement. 3. 1, 2. Okay. All I can do is a smite. Alright, well I got it. That's 9. So I'm going to do D8 wounds, no defense. And you know my thinking on smite. It's like that. So, God damn. 1 damage. 1 damage. I do get 10 XP for that. horrible. 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 But that does put this thing at 20 damage. And you know what we forgot to do? Or I forgot to do? I forgot to roll for my injury chart on the Indian. So let's hope. You cannot get critical hits with your ranged attacks. Okay, he's got a gouged eye. I haven't done a ranged attack, so that hasn't really made a difference. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. We got it. Let's roll for the Kraken's initiative. He's got a 5 again. So the Indian will get to go first. He passes all but 1. Alright, so he's at 8. He's got 16, so he's okay. Let's roll for movement. Okay, and let's just go ahead and attack this thing. That's +1 damage to undead enemies. Okay, I was thinking that. I thought I had somebody that does extra damage to beast enemies. Yeah. You take one less damage from all beast enemy attacks. Okay, well, just in case. There we go. Alright, so the Indian's going. 2 snake eyes. So nothing. Okay, so the Kraken gets to go. Will he change targets? He will not. So he's going to do the same thing again. And he's attacking the Marshal first. And he hits once. Can the Marshal ignore that? He can. Then he's attacking the Indian. He hits twice. Can the Indian ignore this? He can. Alright, that has actually worked pretty good. And so now it is the Marshal's turn, but we have to do our sanity here. He passes all 3. Alright, and now the Lost in the Abyss. He passes all but 1. Okay, it's at 9. Alright, let's roll for his movement. He gets a grit. Well, he doesn't have to take the corruption hit. Alright, let's roll. Got a 5, that's a hit. 7. Okay, well that's 3 damage to him. Okay. Now it's the Preacher's turn. He passes all but 1 horror hit. Let's roll for his movement. 4, alright. Let's just move him. He's out of range, I guess, if he's there. So we'll do that. I'm going to try to smite again. This is all I can do. I got a 9. Okay, that's very good. So I will gain 10 experience. Let me roll the D8. Come on. No. 6. Okay, it does 6 damage to him. Alright. 6 damage to him. That is actually pretty good. Okay, well that's the end of the turn. Let's re-roll for darkness. And we failed that one. Goes there. Let's roll for the Kraken's initiative. He rolls a 3 that time. That helps us out. And now it is the Indian's turn. And let's do his horror. He fails 2. He's at 7. So now he's at 9. Okay. Whew. Okay. But now we get to go. Let's roll for movement. Alright. Let us see if we can pop this thing. Okay, well, I got a critical and a regular. That's pretty good. Okay, well, the regular's not going through. The crit will, though. It has a defense of 2, so it's going to take 3 damage. So, there we go. See, that was, and then 2 more here. So he is at 10, 20, 30. It's the marshal's turn. So, okay, fails 1. And then now the Lost in the Abyss. Yeah, he failed 2 on that. Okay, Sanity's starting to start being a problem for him. He has 20. He's at 12, but... yeah. Okay. Let's roll for his movement. Okay. Let's roll for his attack. 6. That's a hit. Okay. I think I'm going to re-roll that with the grit. I'm going to spin the grit and re-roll. 6. Okay, well, I mean, that's 2 damage done to him. Okay. Alright. And let's see here. The Kraken, no, the Preacher, because of his initiative ability, is going to still get to go first. Let's roll. He passes all his horror checks. Let's roll for his movement. Doesn't have a good move. So basically, let's try again with the smite. And we failed that time. Okay. I might need to start worrying about healing pretty soon. Alright, next turn, let's roll for darkness. Double 2s. Okay, so we have a depth event. So... we can try to discard this card first. No. Okay. So we have double 2s on the canyons. And let me grab yeah, let me see what that's going to be. Okay, let's draw a Growing Dread card and add it to the stack. Alright, every hero immediately gains D6 corruption with no willpower save. However, I'm going to use the Void Canary. And I get rid of this. So this is not going to take effect, but I have to roll. Alright, we didn't roll one, so we were successful. So we got rid of that Growing Dread card. Let's roll for the Kraken's initiative. 2. Okay, so that's good. Alright, it's the Indian's turn. His horror hits. Alright, he fails only 1. She's at 10 sanity now. 6 more and he's going to go crazy. Let's roll for his movement. Okay, and let's roll for his attack. Okay, well, I did get 1 hit. And that didn't do jack. Okay, well, that's terrible. The Marshal's turn. He fails all 3 of those, so he's 5 more away. Okay, he passes 2. And let's roll for his movement. Alright, he gets a grit. Okay, well, let's roll for his shotgun. That's a hit. Okay, 5. I could try to re-roll, but I'm not going to risk it. So we just do 1 damage on him there, but that's going to add another big 5 there. And now the Preacher will go for his horror hits. And he passes all but 1. So he's at 5 now. And let's roll for his movement. Okay, he's going to try to smite. Oh, he failed that. Yeah. Okay. It's Kraken's turn. Is he going to change targets? He will not. So he's going to do the same thing. So first is the Marshal. And he whiffs totally on that. Next is the Indian. And he hits 3 times on the Indian. And can Indian block? Indian blocks 2, so the Indian's going to get hit once. So let's see what's going to happen to the Indian here. He's going to get another bite. Alright, so that's a peril. It's worth of damage. 4 more damage. So that's 7 total. Okay. Now that's the end of that turn. Let's roll for darkness. 5. We failed. Let's grab a darkness card. That's not going to go with it. It's, every hero takes 2 horror hits, and then when street tests or loses a flood of bats. You don't want to try to get rid of it. Okay, I'm going to use the moonstone, and we are going to cancel that darkness card. Alright, so let's roll for the Kraken's initiative. He rolls a 6 this time. So, he will be going first. Let's see if he changes targets. He does not, so we're doing the same thing. Okay, he hits the Marshal all 4 times. Oof. The Marshal blocks 2. Spin a grit. I can re-roll 1. Okay, and I'll spin a grit and try to re-roll the other one. I don't make it. So, what's going to happen here is, let's see here. I have to draw 2 tokens. I do have an armor though. Let me see if I can get any 6s. No. Alright. I can re-roll those. No. Alright, so I have 2 tokens I'm going to be getting. I have, the top one is Entangle. Ignores defense, no damage. Stays on hero until they move away. While entangled, heroes -1 to defense rolls and further entangle hits do 2d6 damage. Okay, so I try to move away, and there's a smash. Smash is d6 damage ignoring defense. 6 damage. Oh my goodness. Wow. So he just got smashed. Okay. So let's go ahead with our heroes. Let's start with the Indian. Let's do his horror checks. Passes 2, misses 1. Let's roll for movement. And let's go ahead and attack. Okay, well I got a critical hit on one of them. Wow, okay. That looks like I'm going to be doing 3 damage. Okay. I'm going to try to escape. This isn't something you haven't seen me do very much, but I need to try to do this. I need a 5 or higher to escape. I did not get it. Well, let me see. First of all, I have to do this. Let's roll for the horror hits. Passed every one of them. Lost in the abyss. Let's roll for that. Passed 1. So I'm 2 more down. Okay. Let's roll for movement. Don't get it. Alright, now I was not able to escape, so there's that. So let's roll. I'm going to spin a grit. And that's total fail. Okay. Preacher's turn. Okay, I only take 1 sanity damage. Let's roll for movement. I get a grit. Well, that's good. And again, I'm going to try to smite him. And I got an 11. Okay, So that's good. So let's roll for, you know what, I'm going to spin a grid. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to take the chance, and I'm going to... Now that was a bad chance. Okay, only 2 damage. That was not good. So now this thing is at 10, 20, 30, 40. If I can do 10 more damage... Excuse me. It is dead. Let's roll for darkness. We got it. Let's roll for the initiative for the Kraken. And it gets a 6. It gets initiative again. Will it change targets? It will not. So it will be doing the same thing. Okay, it's going to attack the Marshal. Okay, it only hit twice. Okay. A -1 to defense rolls. Okay, because of that I failed. So, it hit me twice. Let me see what's going to happen here. Alright, this one is entangle. So, the first entangle is going to do 2d6 damage ignoring defense. 7 damage. Okay. Then the second one is going to do another entangle. Another 7. I'm 2 away from dying. Actually, I'm 1 away from dying. Okay. And now the Indian, he hits 3. See what happens if the Indian can ignore any of these. He can ignore 1. So he's going to take 2 pops. Now let's see what happens with him. A bite. Okay, that's a peril. It's 4 damage. Okay. Alright, and then the next one is another bite. That is another 4 damage. So the Indian is 2 away, from being knocked out. But now we get our full complement of attacks. So let's see, the Indian, he fails 2 horror hits. This is going to be close. Let's roll for movement. I get a grit. Take it. And let's roll for damage. Roll the hit. Okay, I failed. So let me re-roll one of them. And I failed again. Alright, so this is not going our way. We are in serious trouble. The Marshal's going to go. He takes 1 horror hit. And then okay, he's going to take 2 more sanity damage. That's going to make him go crazy. Now he will have to spend our last revive token. We have to roll on the injury chart, madness chart. Now that's a 6. And that is paranoia. Anytime you want to scavenge or explore a doorway. Okay, that's not going to affect us too much now. But let's go ahead and go. Okay, I get a hit. That's a critical. Alright, most I can do is 3. So that is what I will do. Alright, it's the Preacher's turn now. He passes all his will checks. So roll. Okay, and we're going to try to smite him again. And we don't make it. So that's the end of that turn. Okay, let's roll for darkness. double fours. Well, that's probably not going to be good. Rock slide. Each hero in the canyon immediately takes D3 hits that do 3 damage each. Yes. Okay, so the Indian's going to take 1 hit. He's going to take 3 damage. Actually, I need to. I gotta reroll. I gotta spin his grit and reroll that. Okay, no damage. The Marshal's going to take 2 hits, and he's going to take 3 damage. Because that would have killed the Indian. Okay. The Preacher's going to take 2 hits. He passes 1, so he's going to take 3 damage. He's not doing that bad, the Preacher. But he hasn't been in harm's way. Okay, so that is that. Let's go ahead and roll for the initiative on the Kraken. He gets a 4. Okay, the Indian will get to go first, at least. And I guess the Marshal. No, the Marshal won't. Okay. Let's roll for his sanity. Okay, so if there's anything I can do. God dang it, man. I've been forgetting. Anytime the darkness moves on the deck track, you may heal 1 sanity. Okay. So it just moves, so I get to heal. So it's at 12 now. Okay. I'm forgetting that. Alright. I'm going to use this. I'm going to heal 2d6 wounds. I'm going to use the canteen. And that's going to be 5 wounds. Okay. Now the Indian will go. Let's roll for his movement. Alright, well, I didn't get to move. It's combat. Okay, I got another critical hit. 3. Okay, that's 3 more damage to the Kraken. Okay, this is going to be close. Alright, now the Kraken is going to get to go. Let's see if he's going to move. He will not. So he's going to do the same thing he's been doing. So he attacks the Marshal first. He gets 2 hits on the Marshal. The Marshal, I can re-roll 1. Okay, the Marshal's going to take 1 pop. And I'm still entangled. So that's going to be Spit Acid, and that is D8 damage, ignoring any armor, then roll for every armor or item equipped. Alright, so let's first do this. 1 damage. Okay, that was lucky. I see, I have don't have any armor item equipped except for the tribal armor. And I have to roll a d6. On a roll of 1, I have to get rid of it. Okay, well, the tribal armor is gone. I can spin a grit and try to re-roll that. It doesn't say you cannot re-roll. Okay, so I'll keep that. Oof. I'll do that. Okay, next up, he's attacking the Indian. 1 hit. The Indian cannot block it, so he's going to take smash. D6 damage, ignoring defense, and that's 5 damage. Wow, that's a pop right there. It's a good thing I healed with that canteen. Okay, but now it is the Marshal's turn. Let's see what he's going to do. He's got a Lost in the Abyss. He passes that. Actually, he got knocked out, so he should not have to have that. Because it's when he KO'd, he doesn't have to have it anymore. If I read that right. If the roll. Here's a found. Okay. Or if the adventure is KO'd. Yep. So, alright, we're good on that. So now I will roll for movement. Okay, now I'm going to try to escape again. I need a 5 or higher. I don't get it. How that was a mix-up. Alright, well, I'll just try to shoot him with the shotgun. Alright, critical hit. 1. God. Okay, 1 damage. I cannot... Stupid. Okay, it is now the preacher's turn. And he's going to take 2 sanity damage. And I will again try to smite, but let me roll from the grip. Okay. I got it, 10. Okay, so I'm going to get 10 more experience. Man, if I can roll good. 5. Well, that's enough. That's it. We killed it. My God. 2 revive tokens. That took. My God. Alright. Each hero rolls a d6 on a 1 through 4. Draw a gear card. On a 5 through 6. Draw an artifact card. Alright. 4. It gets a gear. The Indian. Exotic herbs. Gain 1 exotic herbs token. Alright. Marshal. 6. He's going to gain an artifact. Cavalry boots. Huh, I like these. Okay, I'll take these. This is another clothing. I do not have a boot item. I don't think. Nope. So I'll take that. And 1. It's a gear card. Whiskey bottle. Gain 2 whiskey tokens. Okay. Now, however, there is a special rule. There's a rule when you defeat an extra large enemy. Yeah, when defeating an extra large enemy, all heroes may draw an extra loot card. So, we honestly, that was our reward. So let's draw another loot card. I'm probably supposed to draw 2, but yeah. So let's do gold bars. 20 experience and $250. I don't know why I rolled a die. Coins, 20 experience, $25. And gold nuggets, 20 experience, and $100. Alright, now we're going to get, I'm going to go ahead, that was such a hard battle, we are going to get an extra loot card. Artifact card. Let's see what we get. Oh, okay. Gains +1 shot for every 2 full spaces you move this turn. What? I think I'll probably sell that. So let's do that. $25. And 1 darkstone. Okay, well let's head back to town. Recover from this because we got to go see a doctor. 5. Oh, it's on. Alright, so I rolled to see where we were at, and we were here. And the closest town is Cordit's Claim here. So let's do our travel hazards. 54. And that is U.S. Convoy. When the heroes reach town, any rolls on the event chart are +1. Okay, well that's actually pretty good. We have 66. Let's see what happens here. All heroes may fully heal their sanity and remove D3 corruption points. Well, that's good because the marshal and the preacher each had a corruption, so we don't have to worry about that. So far our traveling's been pretty good. Let's do 36. And we are Mutant Warlord. Each hero must either pay D6 times 50 or make a lore +6. Okay, I don't want to fail because I want to lose D3 health permanently, so we're each going to parry. So, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 250. Okay. The marshal has to pay 150. And the preacher has to pay. Okay. Alright. So it's a mining town. A mining town always includes a general store. Everything sold is at minus $25. The mines in this area are booming. The next adventure, while in the mines, anytime a hero finds gold, they gain 10 extra. Anytime a hero finds dark stone, they gain 1 extra. The massive boom of local mining has uncovered countless new portals, releasing all manner of creatures and evil finding their way to the surface. When rolling to see if there's a town event at the end of each day, roll an extra die. Either roll may trigger a town event. If the town event is triggered, set the darkness back to day 1. And then we have here, each hero may purchase up to 3 tonic tokens at the cost of $100 each. I'm probably not going to do that, so don't worry about it. What I need to do is I need to send the Indian and the marshal to the doctor and to get some stuff fixed. So let's see. That's 8, so 9. All attempts at surgery are made at +1. And so let's start with the Indian. He's got to have for his gouged eye. And that's going to cost him $200. So it's $850. And let's see if we can get 4 + 5 success. So his gouged eye is healed. The marshal has the paranoia. So let's see here. He's going to have to pay, okay, $250. Okay. And it's a 4 because it's +1, so that is healed as well, so that's fine. And I don't have to sell any corruption. Let's roll for a town event. Okay, I'm going to spend my grit to do that. I want a 1. Okay, so the next day I want to go to the general store. I'm going to sell that carbine rifle. We did, and I think that'll be it. And then let's go ahead and do another daily event, and we have all prices in town are -10. Let's move this up, and then we sold it, so we're good. So let's roll for the town event. I roll a 6, and so that is it. Okay, so we've explored the canyons. Now the canyons are a little, they're not as fleshed out as a lot of the other worlds, because there's not as much to them, because it's only like having 1 set of mine tiles. So out of all the worlds, they're probably the least fleshed out and maybe least interesting, have the least stuff. But they're not bad. They're a nice change pace for the mines. I would like to see that if Shadows ever did another Otherworld expansion, if they didn't do something different with the regular tiles on that one side, I would like to see some more canyon tiles. I would like to see another expansion do canyon tiles, just so they can put more in there and flesh out the canyons a lot more. And I think that would be great. As far as the next up goes, well, we're heading to the Blasted Wastes for our next 3 missions, and that'll be very interesting. The Blasted Wastes has a lot to it. Has its own day-night cycle, and of course on town stuff you can go to. So hey, we're going to see that, and of course it's all new monsters. So I hope you enjoyed it. That Kraken, man, that Kraken, would I recommend getting him? Yes, I would. He is very, very hard, but you know, the Ghost Warriors were actually the ones who knocked out the Indian. But, you know, we weren't rolling too great sometimes. He didn't roll too great. But he has a lot of variety, and he can be very, very hard. I think we were lucky towards the end. But I recommend highly getting him. He is a pretty good extra large enemy. You can use him just about anywhere. So, he's another good one to get. But I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time,